Well, what's up, Guardians? Peace and Grease here. A little bit of a different video today. I could have sat here and piled on Destiny 2 in its current state, but I kind of feel like a lot of great content creators have thoroughly covered the current state of Destiny 2. So instead, I want to do something that's a little bit more constructive. So I'm going to talk about a couple of ideas that Bungie could implement that are going to improve player engagement. Now, make no mistake, these are not, earth-shattering ideas. In fact, most online games already use them, but for whatever reason, Bungie does not. And I think that they would work really well in Destiny 2. So let's start with the first idea, and that is a daily login reward system. Most of you already know what I'm referring to. Most online games already use them. The basic idea is you boot up the game, you log in, boom, you get some sort of reward in your inventory. It's nice, right? But Bungie could take this a step further. Imagine if Bungie told us that there was some unique, badass, one-of-a-kind weapon that can only be acquired via the daily login reward system. Meaning, after logging in for 120 consecutive days, for example, you get the weapon. And Bungie could do this with other things. They could do it with unique shaders, emblems, ghost shells, ships, sparrows, skimmers. Hell, they could do it with an armor set. Imagine after 365 consecutive days of logging into Destiny 2, you get a really badass, unique armor set that you can only get from the daily login reward system. All of this is encouraging player engagement. All of it is encouraging players booting up the game every day to get those rewards. And Bungie could actually add a triumph for this as well. Imagine after 60 consecutive days, you complete a triumph, you collect it, and you get some sort of reward. Again, the key focus here is getting butts in seats, getting players logging in each and every day because they want those rewards. Now, the next thing, this is going to be a two-prong attack. That's the first prong. The second prong is going to be daily challenges. Again, this is nothing new. If you play online games, you already know what I'm referring to. These are going to be very short, very sweet, very simple challenges to do, but yet extremely rewarding, meaning that players can't ignore them. So imagine, again, hypothetical examples here. Imagine if half a dozen of the daily challenges, one of them is go to a planet and emote. Boom, you get enhancement prisms dropped into your inventory. Do a normal lost sector with the glaive equipped. You get an ascendant shard, right? Go talk to an NPC. You get an ascendant alloy. So on and so forth. Very simple, very sweet, short, little challenges that are extremely rewarding, but yet hard for players to ignore. This means that players are going to be logging in for that daily login reward system, but then also staying online a little bit longer to do those daily challenges because they're so rewarding. And I'll give you a prime example here. Just the other day, I hopped on Destiny 2, I looked around the star chart and said, yeah, I've done all that, I don't really want to do that, don't feel like doing that, I'm just going to hop off. About that time, I get a message from my buddy who says, hey, you want to do Crota? My response was, yeah, sure, I'm online already, might as well. The point that I'm making is, if I had received that message after I logged out, I probably would have told my buddy, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. The point is this. Statistically speaking, if a player is already online, they're more likely to do another activity because they're already online. So that's really kind of the key takeaway here. Getting butts in seats, getting players to do those daily challenges because they're too rewarding to pass up, and it's just that simple. And I think that would go a long way to improving player engagement. Now, let's be frank for a second. These are short term. Yes, they're going to encourage player engagement, but ultimately, it's going to take a complete revamp of the game. Specifically, as an example, right now, episodes. Unfortunately, episodes are not doing the job that they were intended to do. Episodes were supposed to be the buffer between seasons and expansions. Now, make no mistake, I completely understand why Bungie is trying to get away from expansions. It's a massive amount of work to do one expansion per year. It's just not viable long term. But unfortunately, episodes aren't doing the job because they've really just become nothing more than glorified seasons. And that's really kind of the core problem with it. Right now, episodes are going to have to be bigger. They're going to have to be more in depth. There's going to have to be more content. There's going to have to be more activities. That, along with Frontiers, I think could potentially bring back the game. But again, that's going to be a lot of work on Bungie's part. Now, let me give credit where credit is due. I think that the Pathfinder system is overall a great system. I think that Bungie's got it in a great state right now, better than it has ever been. But the problem is it's still attached to these very old, very stale activities. I mean, how many years have we been doing strikes and Crucible and Gambit? Literal years at this point. The problem is that I'm just not going to engage with those activities unless there's something I really, really want. Take the last Iron Banner, for example, when they dropped the new Iron Banner rocket sidearm. Did I run the hell out of Iron Banner with all 3 of my characters? Yes, I did, because I wanted that rocket sidearm. If that rocket sidearm had not been there, I would not have done it. In fact, I'm not doing Iron Banner now, which is currently out. Another example is Gambit. I'm not going to run Gambit. When they brought back the Bygones, yeah, I jumped into Gambit. I have not ran Nightfalls in a while now because I have all of the weapons and there's really nothing there for me that interests me. So, as a result, that's kind of the key takeaway here. It's going to take a lot to get me in those old, stale activities. So daily challenges are going to go a long way to allowing players to hop online, get those daily login rewards, do those daily challenges, grab those rewards, and again, there's a higher likelihood that they're going to actually engage with other activities because of it. So there you have it. Again, I think in theory these should be simple for Bungie to implement. Why they don't use them currently is kind of surprising because a lot of online games that I play all use these systems. And while they're not new ideas, I think that Destiny 2 can certainly benefit from them. In fact, the Destiny 2 population could benefit from them. But it really boils down to if Bungie is willing to do so. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Would you be logging in every day for a unique weapon or unique rewards? And would you like to see daily challenges in Destiny 2 that are extremely rewarding? And until next time, peace out.